Welcome back everyone, Tony again here for more of this Let's Play Caves of Qud and the ironic adventures of Blonq the Unkillable. So let's just have a quick look at our inventory here. We've got a good old batch of stuff. The main thing that I keep at the front of my mind all of the food that I'm carrying, making sure that we have enough of it so that we don't end up starving. I've had that happen before, when I've been on a reasonably good run, and it's not a good way to go when everything else in the game is kind of going swimmingly. Let's continue descending into the depths and see what we can see. We can see more snapjaws. Hopefully by this point they should be fairly trivial to take down. Those arrows will be handy, so we'll take them, and we'll also unload the arrows from that bow. All this generous loot that things are dropping for us, quite lovely. So we're slowly making our way through things here. We've got a nice open kind of side to the map there. We might leave that be for now and explore this screen first. What is that? An albino ape. Set in the middle of the great white head of this ape are two red eyes that gleam with a savage intellect. Snowy white fur covers the ape's hulking frame. It lifts an enormous fist and beats its chest in fury as you approach. As may be the case, it's still neutral towards us, so I guess we'll just leave it be. So there's still a lot of kudzu around on the walls here that we're going to do our best to avoid, unless it's completely necessary to move through them. Even though I'm not carrying an awful lot of the copper wire here, only 3 feet of it at the moment, we certainly don't want to lose any more of it than we have to. It can be a real pain in the ass if you have to continue scrambling around trying to find a little bit extra. That may be an eyeless crab. It is an eyeless crab. Let's see if we can lure it over to us. That cleave is hitting quite well at the moment. You feel your bones fracture. That would be the brittle bones sort of negative mutation that we've got here. Although with a hit point pool of 79 at this stage, not as much of a drama. These eyeless crabs can be a little bit tough though. There we go. We'll just heal ourselves up. So yes, you may have noticed that I did find a binding for rest until healed, so you no longer have to suffer through me doing an excessive number of window pop-ups. My apologies for that, by the way. Nice. Not an awful lot of loot that's catching my eye at the moment. Goodness. Seeing as we're here, we'll take it out. There we go. Getting shot at by a lot of ranged enemies. Whoops! Took out your own friend. How dare you? Another wooden arrow for us to pick up. And another short bow for us to unload. Good work. So at the moment, I'm going to potentially jinx myself. I'm going to say that given the current sort of enemies and layouts that I'm seeing, there's not an awful lot that's going to give us any drama unless I get cocky. One way I could potentially get cocky, for example, would be to start speaking out loud about how everything's going to be okay. But let's wait and see. We picked up some engraved bark armor. So let's go and have a look at that engraved item and see what it says. This suit of armor is made of thick overlapping slabs of rock-hard bark sewn into to a coarse, itchy plant fiber undergarment. It smells pretty good. Engraved. This item is engraved with a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Seleucus II. At the Battle of the hamlet of Cavour, Seleucus II fought as a mercenary to liberate fish. She wielded an orbital sword with such artistry that it became forever known as Orbitalucus Fishboon. Orbitalucus Fishboon. That's quite a mouthful. I did not read ahead there to see that terrible proper noun right at the end of the phrase. That's proc gen for you. I guess Fishboon makes sense considering that that fish liberation was involved in the story. Another dead end. All right. What have we got up here? I think there's some more. Yes, there is some more copper wire. Come on, 50 feet. Yes, we did it. Now I definitely need to be more careful about not wandering into any rogue kudzu through sheer carelessness. Rustation. Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. I'm going to make an assumption that a rustation can also rust things. The shell of this large crab reflects light with a copper sheen as if it were wrought from the metal itself. The crustacean waves its rusty serrated claws at you angrily. Well, the solution to this is clear. What we need to do is drop all of this wire so that if we get hit by the rustation, we're not going to have a drama of losing all the copper. Yeah, we did it. Frozen. Take that, rustation. Ooh, a treasure chest. Cleave like the wind. Is it unfrozen now? I think it might be. I believe so. Maybe double cleave by this point. Okay. Can we move away from it? Yes, we can. 1 round of cooldown, and we can try freezing it. Whoops. We can try freezing it again, and then run back in and hit it until it hopefully dies. Yeah! Top work. Witchwood wreath. Whoopsie daisy. Is that worth picking up? Probably not, to be honest, at this point. Rest until healed. Success. What's in the chest? More goodies. Ooh, shotgun shells. A small rosy tube and a fried processing core. That's a pretty good haul. Perhaps we're getting to the part of the dungeon now where treasure chests are going to have really cool stuff in them. Injured. Good. Whoa, they're coming out of the walls. What the? So something just threw a grenade of some sort at me. That may or may not be some sort of poison. A poison cloud or an area of effect. Let's see. Stun gas. A hideous specimen. So does that mean if I haven't been stunned yet that I'm not going to be stunned? Or can I get stunned every turn? I think it might be safest to try moving out of that cloud. And then we'll try taking out this crab first. Done. Whoa! They're everywhere. And everything appears to be covered in blood. Alright, let's maneuver our way. Whoa! Lots and lots of things everywhere all the time. Do we have any area of effect? Not really, although this may hit a few of them. So let's try that first. Partial success. I'm going to have to try and pick things off piecemeal. And we're going to take advantage of this extra movement that we've got because of my multiple limbs. 3 more rounds. So we can try shooting things at range. And so close. Alright, let's thin things down a little bit. 1 injured and 1 perfect. what to do. Well, I think firstly we need to take out this dread root so that it doesn't end up making us flee and we lose control of ourselves. And we're going to maneuver around a little more. Try to get all of these things to line up in a way where we can hit a few of them. Oops. Let's try that now. Dancing a merry kind of dance here at the moment. Wounded. Which one is wounded? The bottom one, not the top one. Fair enough. Let's try and take them down then. Good. Double good. And they're on the move again. That was silly. Well done, Tony. Oops. Where are we at? Nice. Frozen. Let's just take them down. Yay, we did it. Let's go and pick up all the things that we found. Hopefully a little bit of food. Yes. Dreadroot tuber, that's good. Quilted shawl, I will take that. Thank you very much. And rest until healed. Nice. So I think if my math is correct, and I honestly haven't been paying as much attention to it as I know I should have. Come on, build the zone. Thank you. I think that with that 50 feet of wire that we found, that's probably enough to give us all of the 200 feet of wire that Argive is waiting for. Let's have a look at that engraved leather cap. A utilitarian leather skull cap. Engraved. This item is engraved with a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Orashid. Checking at the end of the paragraph, there is another horrible mouthful of word for me to say. Let's see how this goes. Acting against the enfranchisement of roots, Orashid led an army to the gates of Kagamu Tangle. She sacked Kagamu Tangle and slaughtered its citizens, forcing them to change its name to Orashidplatz. I think that worked out pretty well. If you'd like to let me know exactly how well it worked out, feel free to tweet at me. My Twitter handle is @Kalinskald. That's Kalinskald. Perhaps you want to offer an alternate pronunciation of that particular proper noun. Any of those worth picking up? No. And more food. I like it. We're going to avoid that kudzu. Might there be another treasure chest around here? I sure hope so. Iron battle axe. What are we equipped with at the moment? Masterwork iron battle axe. Sharp iron battle axe. Iron vine reaper. Not really critical in terms of an upgrade there, so we might just leave it on the floor. You've probably noticed that the difference in room size and shape and layout between this floor and the previous one, where the previous screen was kind of regular and blocky, almost like dungeon rooms, and this one is much more cabin-like and much more organic in shape. And there are these extensive sections where cave systems are open on the sides of the screen. It can be a little easier to become disoriented and lost when you get into these kind of cave systems, and I try to proceed cautiously when I'm in these areas, because getting disoriented and lost in the wrong place at the wrong time can be quite problematic in a procedurally generated world. We might just pop up off the side of a few things here just to see what the layout is. It's not uncommon to find these little pockets that only just barely jut into other parts of the screen. Alright, and here we have some trees and stuff underground, so we're probably moving into a slightly different area. Here we have a honey skunk, which is thankfully neutral to me. Everything near the bantam mammal is damp. Fur, hair, leaves, soil, slick silver alloys. It's as if she's a furry world unto herself, and the sweet, sickening, evaporated honey about her is her atmosphere. fairly odd kind of creature. I can see some non-dirt walls here. This is tarnished chrome, a wall of chrome tarnished with a turquoise patina. And the water nearby, if I can... No, I can't. Ugh. Let's see what it tells us if we're going to try and get things. It's not going to tell us anything yet. Salty water, alright. Occasionally, you can... Whoa! Oh, I just got impaled. Okay, right. Like, why is there blood everywhere? A young ivory just popped up immediately underneath us. I thought for a moment I might have been bloody and had been walking around with blood on me, and then suddenly put blood into the water, which would be cool, but also horrible if that ended up happening to a pool of fresh water. We're going to rest until healed. Is that hostile? No, it isn't. And the reason that I'm feeling a little bit hesitant here right now is that up here I can see an arc sconce. That means we're getting into an area where there might be a little bit of tech around. Certainly the chrome walls suggest that. And my concern is that there's going to be some really tough auto turrets around here that can do a significant amount of damage in a very short period of time. So we're just going to poke around the corner and see what happens. Okay. Looking not too bad so far. Alright, so it's a series of tight little corridors, which was very difficult to tell in those earlier stages. We might just do a cautious explore here, because it is possible that there may be some treasure chests down here. It's very easy to get lured into a bit of a honey trap in these sorts of areas, though. Case in point, here we have a turret. Although thankfully it is only a musket turret, which means it's only going to be able to shoot at us once at a time. We might try and maneuver around the other side of it so that we can take it down. Nice. If there's one turret, there may be others, so we'll just very cautiously proceed. I don't want to get too far down into here because getting that copper wire back to Argive is going to unlock another significant step in a quest chain, and it would be nice to get to that point so that if Blonq the Unkillable, let's say, doesn't perish, but perhaps runs into a spot of trouble, then it will be in a slightly more advanced and much more dangerous part of the game world. So it might not be clear watching this back, but these mangrove trees don't actually allow me to pass. So if I'm trying to hit down on here, it's not actually letting me through those mangrove trees. And that's something that you really need to pay attention to if you're in a heavily forested area with lots of trees around. If you accidentally assume that you're able to move through a certain tree and you aren't, it can kill you. A baboon here. We'll take them down, and we'll have a look in this treasure chest. Some food and a symbiotic firefly. I've never seen one of them before, but clearly it's a light source. I wonder if we can equip that here. Yes, we can. And that should mean that we can remove our glow sphere, which means that we should be able to put another weapon in and we can still see. Tremendous. I'm quite happy with that outcome. Let's I just want to go up here and have a look. Is there a way through there? No, there is not. Oh, curiosity's getting the better of me. I really just want to... It's got this natural inclination to just explore every nook and cranny. What could possibly go wrong? Not really a lot here. Is there a way through? Maybe? Ooh. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. What is that? A leech. That's not too bad. Ah, what is that? A Gershworm. The roiling, flailing husk of some sort of Kud worm. Its body and mind have been twisted by the dark energies of the deep caves of Kud. Equipped with crushing bands. Gershworm. I'm also not sure that I've seen one of them before. Is it coming over to us? It is indeed. Let's do this thing. Injured. Ha! Can we take it down? Yes, we can. Can we take down the... What? Oh, it's neutral. Oh, isn't that lovely? 140 experience for the Gershworm. Okay. What's around here? So many irregular worms. Sorry, so many irregular rooms. Plated nullworm. The young nullworm secretes an epoxy-like resin that hardens into plates when compressed by shale. It's equipped with a crab-crushing beak. How wonderful. Freezing hands for you too. Haha. Marvellous. Any loot? Ooh, some nullworm jerky. Yum, yum. Nothing through there. Proceed with caution, Tony. My spider sense is tingling. Is there anything in that jug, I wonder? Sometimes there can be cider or wine. Yes, thank you very much. Let's take that. Yes, I will. It's only 4 drams, but it should fetch a moderate amount of money for us. Lots of leeches, another door. When will it end? What is that? Okay, a bloody cave spider. The fact that it's covered in blood made me think that it might be something a little more drastic. There's some loot on the ground over here. Can we get to it? Ah, stuck in the webs. Whoa! Small trinket. Okay, it's on a mouldering corpse. Albino monkey braid, smiling sun mask. 2 things that I've never seen before. Let's have a look now. Smiling sun mask. This is a very fancy smiling sun mask. It smells faintly of ancient dried grapes. Cool. What was the other thing? An albino monkey braid. Long twisted braid of shock white ape hair. Both of them have stats of 0 and 1. I don't know which of them might be more expensive to sell, but we should be able to put one of them on our face. We can indeed. May not equip items while stuck. I'm still stuck in a web. No. Alright. Better. What are our stats? Armor value 3, dodge value 9. Nice. What's through the door? More webs. More cave spiders. And hopefully more loot. Please? Can we have some more loot? Please just be another dead end so that we can all head back to picking up the copper wire and going home. I realise I could just do that anyway, but I just can't help myself when there's one more door. Anything down here? Those webs are going to be a problem if I have to get out of here quickly. Alright. Something's telling me that through here there's going to be something amazing. I was wrong. Okay. So we can't get through anymore here. Let's make our way back to... Alright. I have no idea why I did that, but I did. Let's make our way back to... there! Making sure I'm pressing the right keyboard keys here. I was saying something out loud and now I've forgotten what it was. Ah yes, let's try and make our way back to that big spool of copper wire so that we can go back up to the surface and check whether we have enough to head back to Argive so that we can head to another completely different and clearly far more dangerous Whoops, hang on, we've got to pick up the wire first. Far more dangerous cave of the titular Quud. Take it all. Why did I walk next to that? I am a fool. Alright, done. Now we should be able to auto-walk. See a Quudzu and stop moving, but we don't need to move past it. And up we go. And up we go again. Sure. Ugh. I do like the fact that that auto move feature will stop you automatically if you find something potentially hazardous. Although it would be nice if it also could just find a clear path there if possible. I can't remember how many floors down we are now. Hooray! How many feet have we got? 50, 50, 50, 50. Well, we've already got 200, so I guess we just pick all of this up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Excellent. And we'll grab that chest as well. And we'll take ourselves back to here. And we're going to risk it, folks. Hang on. Let me just check our food first. Do we have enough food? We have plenty of food, so we are going to try and move back on the overworld map. Back to Joppa. And we'll go and talk to Argive, and that should round us out for this part of the Let's Play. Here we are with Argive. The wire! Give it to me! Take the wire. Yes, yes! Wire! Beautiful wire! Oh, before I forget, or cease to care, I repaired an old recoiler for you. Use it whenever you wish to return to Joppa quickly. Now give me a few minutes alone to attach the wire. I will return. We have finished the step Return to Argive of the quest Weird Wire Conduit Eureka and receive 500 experience points. Yeah! We've got a Joppa recoiler which doesn't have any power cell in it currently. And let's speak to Argive again. It's working! Genius! They said it couldn't be done. They said I was mad. They were all... What's this? What is that? Wait, it's repeating itself. Num 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 num. Apprentice, come here. Something very strange has happened. The conduit is picking up a signal. Some sort of repeating transmission. I cannot decipher it, however. I lack cryptogull eggs, and well, never you mind. I have a great task for you, my apprentice. Do you accept it? Argive, can I know what it is first? Very well. You must seek out Barathum the Old. He is the eldest and wisest tinker alive. He lives with his followers, the Barathrumites, in the cavern called Grit Gate to the northeast, amongst the ruins of Quud. He will know what to make of the signal. Argive, who are these Barathrumites? They are disciples of Barathrum. Mostly, they are Urshib, like their mentor, mutant albino cave bears, with quills to boot. 1,000 years ago, Barathrum and his kin crossed the Homs Delta into the heart of Quud. He has spent centuries fiddling with the tokens of antiquity in his underground workshops. If he cannot decipher the signal, no one can. I accept your task, Argive. Splendid, apprentice, splendid. I've recorded the signal onto this disc. You'll need to guard it with your life, I'm afraid. Also, I'll need to rig up a droid scrambler for you. The Barathrumites have programmed several way droids to guard the approach to Grit Gate. With the scrambler, you'll have no need to worry about them. Wait there. Nom, 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 nom. There you go. Now off with you. May you live long enough to do my bidding. Away! Away! Farewell, Argive. We receive a droid scrambler, an Argive's data disk, and a new quest, a canticle for Barathrum. And that's where we're going to leave it for this Let's Play, folks. Thank you all very much for watching. If you would like to comment or like or subscribe to the channel below, that would be great. But we'll catch you again soon for another exciting episode of Let's Play Caves of Quud and the ironic adventures of Blonq the Unkillable.